Alright, let me put on my earbuds real quick. Yeah, I always have to check on the fan before I do any kind of streaming or recording, because I do have other things I have got going for me. Oh, and I always have to check my sound levels, because Mass Effect 1 is different than Mass Effect 2, which is different from Mass Effect 3. They all seem to be progressively, well, let me put it this way. 1 and 2, 1 is a little bit quieter by default, and then 2 is the loudest by far. But, well, I say a little, but there's not much I have to dial down. But when it comes to 3 is super, super quiet. So I always have to adjust when it comes to 3. In fact, I have to amp up the gain on OBS's side for you to hear anything. So for this stream, I'm gonna bring it down to about 7.5 from its default, and then we'll see where we are. I just don't want it getting to be too loud, because I'm pretty sure in this stream we're gonna be doing a lot more combat, and I might turn on the camera. Let me see what we look like. Oh, there we are. I need to probably adjust a couple things. Hold on. Yeah. It's hard for me to tell what's, because I'm kind of got a blind eye over there. I want to look over there at the game. Okay, there we go. So depending on where I put the camera, it's going to change where I look. Yeah, I normally sometimes have a little border around me, but because the Gamer's Advocate icon is above, it makes it a little weird. And I'd love to have a blur, but if I don't have enough light in this room, everything just looks like black with me in red. So we're going to try that out, and we'll see how it looks, see how that feels. Let me just make sure everything looks in frame. Yeah, I think it looks okay. I would definitely prefer my desk be a little bit more angled against this wall that's behind me, because I've got a lot of really great art over there, but that's okay. What you see is what you get. All right, let's do this. Welcome on in. We're gonna do some Mass Effect. I don't know for how long. I was treating this kind of like a special stream, and I know we need to try to go get Liara. I think we can do that.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why I wanted to come right back to him, so you can say, you don't trust me? That's the renegade decision. And you can also say aliens on board. Just asking the question is a paragon. It's really weird how they distribute some of those things, but... Oh yeah, we need to talk to the crew that we have, and then once we do that, we'll do all of our missions. We could probably do our missions anyway, but let's get some of these out of the way. Caden. Oh, and we should have some codexes now, like the one that's in this room. Again, they all lead to XP, and the more we can get, the better. If I was doing this on like casual or even normal, probably wouldn't even bother.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Let's see. I think there's one here. And then I think there's two up over by Joker. All right. I don't think we have to worry about our meta-gel, but picked one up anyway. And Dr. Chakwas doesn't really have anything new to say. Let's get going. Fortunately, we do have everybody here, but they don't have a whole lot to say at the moment. And they will. But that's kind of why I want to do it now, because otherwise you get the whole thing all at once. Now, Tally will probably have the most to say. So...
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
See, we already both know that Tally's gonna have the most to tell us.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one, and no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So he says something kind of interesting there. He does talk about how he's given up on the Krogan. Says, I've given up on the Krogan long ago. Again, Rex is a very different Krogan. He's not one of the... It's not just because he's a little bit... I wouldn't even say he's older. He's just probably older than most of the mercenaries, which is not the same thing. So if you have a race like, say, humans that live to be like 80, 90, and you have a person who's 40, I wouldn't say that they're particularly old, but when that society is very violent and prone to not living past, say, 30, and this is all proportional, of course, then you could say, yeah, Rex is older. But he's not old, so...
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Now, we have talked about on the podcast about how there's a hidden loyalty for Garrus, and this is what we're talking about. You can either say it's not that bad, meaning we want Garrus to kind of understand that you can't always just take things in your own hands, or you shouldn't complain, which is very neutral, or just say true, like you're kind of more on the renegade side, just saying, yeah, you're right, we need to take action. This is what we're talking about. So if you're kind of like in a certain line, you kind of, I wouldn't say you want to stay in that line, but you got to understand what you're saying and how that's affecting Garrus. I think originally he starts off fairly renegade. So I don't like saying you shouldn't complain, but it's probably one of the best things to move the needle. But at the end of the day, say whatever you want to Garrus, because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, he's always got your back. He's the one character who will always agree with you.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
See? So he understands his position, and he's still seeing what he can and can't do or say with Shepard. But at the end of the day, yeah, he's got your back, no matter what. So it always seems like you're rubbing him the wrong way, but you're really not.
Commander, good to see you.
Yeah. See? When we talk to Ash, one thing she talks about is, of course, Garrus and Rex, which she has pretty legitimate complaints, I think. But the one person that she should be concerned about is Tali. Well, Tali and Rex, because Rex could cause a lot of devastation within the ship. But Tali, she's the one you got to worry about.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, let me see here. Pistol. Let me look at that one real quick. Because it costs 3,600, but yeah, it's not better than the Stinger. Now let me look at this Lancer. We have the Avenger. That's right. Let me look at this Avenger. Never mind. So it's better, not by a lot. I'm pretty sure we can find one though on our next trip out. And what he's good for more than anything else is when you have all your extra items, you can sell them right here. You don't have to go all the way back to the Citadel. That's what he's great for.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Engineer Adams, as far as the Citadel crew, ones that can't join you, I mean, there's Joker, he's great. Obviously Dr. Chakwas and Engineer Adams. Engineer Adams is top notch. I never had a single complaint about him. He's always doing what we need him to do. He's always looking at the crew from a very pragmatic side of things, and he's very open-minded. But he gets the job done too. And he's Alliance first. So in Mass Effect 2, that's why you don't see him.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yeah, I apologize. Cats were in here this morning and heard them making a bunch of noise. And I found out what it was. They got into my closet here, which is... it has a lot of, like, I don't know, memorabilia and stuff, but mostly boxes. Empty boxes of Mass Effect gear, just all kinds of things, right? Art, one-to-one type art type stuff. I mean, it's really... Anyway, they were in there and just... They didn't break anything, of course. Nothing really to break. But I noticed some stuff kind of scattered. And one of the things they did is they unplugged my my heating pad. And it was like, not getting any relief from this. And I was wondering if it had broken, but they had just unplugged it somehow.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
What I appreciate about the Legendary Edition is scenes like this, because in the original one, it looked okay, but it was so... I mean, imagine like the highest setting being like 720p, right? And Tally just did look normal, but here you see the high definition of it. Oh, so beautiful. Right here especially. I don't know why, it just looks amazing.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work, mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brainpower?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
You see right there, that's what we're talking about. So what the Quarians did that was different than most groups, this is the impression I get, because you only hear about it happening here, is that the Quarians created the Geth to have an individual way of operating, even if there's just one of them. But they work better when they're near each other, so that way they can kind of share the information of what's all going on. And in so doing, it compounds their overall intelligence. But they can act individually, they're just not individuals. Okay? So whereas other AI, they're really not designed to do that so much, you know? They're either designed to be an individual, like we found on the Citadel, or as a group. There's no real in between. So I think that the confusion, comes in when the Geth are often seen as more or less just a group or the hive mind. And Tally just said they're not a hive mind. That's not what they are. They can't share how they're feeling with each other. That's just too much information. So they isolate it to the individual, and that's why you can get in. That's why you can get persons like Legion that are individuals first. You can see how that could spring up, because it wouldn't happen in a normal AI system. I mean, like I said, AI, generally speaking, aren't groups of machines. It's really just like one. Like when we think of AI, we don't think of like a whole bunch of them, right? Or if there are a whole bunch, we think like there's one AI mind and it's sending out its its bots, basically. But again, that's not what the Geth do. They're all individuals, but they're all part of the consensus. So it's very unique.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
And it's really interesting. Tally's logic is, you can see where the dots are being connected, but everything's in front of her too, and she's not connecting the dots of what the facts actually are, because she's never been given another possibility, right? It's only that Geth became sentient and they had no use for humans or organics, and so they turned on the Quarians. The Quarians did only what they should have done from the very beginning, and so that's her perspective again. So not defending Tally, not defending the Geth, but everything is in front of her. She just doesn't see it. So
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, so we got a lot of XP for that. 78, which is not a ton, but, you know, for just talking to somebody, it's a ton. Ash is the second longest, but she doesn't talk nearly as long. But you gotta remember, a lot of this stuff is brand new lore. So if you've never played Mass Effect 1, you know nothing about Tali. You know nothing about the Quarians. So it's kind of necessary to lay that groundwork. And then once we're done, we can start going off into the galaxy.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
So if you kind of go along the path of the Paragon typical answers, that's why you sometimes get her like, they have flashlights for heads. I mean, I don't know if that's really qualifying her as a space racist. There's not much good things being said about the Geth at this point by anybody. So, And I really don't know if anybody besides the Quarian really truly see them as individuals, you know? So it's really hard to qualify that statement. Oh, I gotta go get my codexes near Joker, and then we're ready to go. So it's really difficult to kind of... Oh, wait a minute, I think I already did this when we did the inspirational... Oh no, there's one. There's one. There we go. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay. Now, what we will probably do is at least 1 or 2 missions. I have to do it off the best of my memory before we do Liara, because if you do Liara right away, it may be an exercise in frustration. I could do it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it typically for most people. I'm gonna move this up because I'm right in the middle of some dialogue. Okay. Now, Liara's dig site is right over here, Artemis Tau, but I believe just looking for her, I believe she's in Athens. I think there is a mission, and it's fine, we'll just go to Macedon. But I believe there is a mission in the Artemis Tau independent of all that, and that might get us the XP we need, because I just really need 1 more level, I think, before I feel comfortable doing the Liara mission. It doesn't sound like much, but trust me, it'll help. Because all my points are kind of in the basic side. I have no extra points in health or defense, things like that. Also, you want to get all the matriarch stuff, and the LCOS, I think it's the LCOS license. I'll come back to that. If you want the what's his name? Connor guy. If you want his in Mass Effect 3, you definitely want to do all the matriarch writings in Mass Effect 1. And I believe it's the LCOS license. Let's go here. Pretty sure this is the... Okay, so we bring Tally, and I should bring Rex. Let's do that. Once we get a few levels underneath us, we'll start bringing Ash and Rex. Tally is basically us, because we're both engineers. But right now I have her doing... I'm doing decryption and she's doing electronics. So once I get enough levels, I can put the extra ones in electronics, and then we're good. Yeah, I think this is where the worm is. Go over here first. I think the worm's over here in this little spot here, I believe. And I want to look at my journal real quick. Because I want to see hostage. I need to find one that has to do with the Artemis Tau. I hope it's not the missing Marines. Because I'm not ready to do that one. It is Sparta system. We don't... Yeah, so... oh, no, never mind. It is... I'm good with this one. It's the... It's the... I forget which one it is. It's the group of biotics that went rogue. I don't want to do that one until much later. Okay. So this one right here in the Sparta system, which is not where we're at. So we're going to try to go do this real quick. So I love the Mako. I absolutely love the Mako. It's not the Mako's fault that these planets are just built so poorly. In retrospect, BioWare should have definitely made this a little bit more streamlined. I like the exploration. I like the idea of it. But it's not open world. So they try to give that impression of open world. It's just a lot of this crap. Where we're just kind of like, but I love the Mako. So it's hard for me to say anything bad about it at all. But, oops, not that one. So we get out? Q. That's right. Didn't realize it was going to be this tough. Toxic seals. Very good. Okay, where we want to go? We want to go over here. Ooh, no. Let's go to the anomaly first. And then we'll go to the bunker area next. Bunkers are a great place in this game to clear out the outside and then get a lot of good upgrades on the inside. So there's one or two exceptions but they're just no fun. But they're few and far between. But yeah, this really makes, for me, Mass Effect 1 just a grind. These planets doing this. Like, Yeah, there's nothing but Geth and stuff over there, I believe. Or, it's not Geth, it's, I think there's just pirates. Okay, come on. So this is just stupid. And then you gotta, like, sometimes the point of interest is on the other side of those mountains. Just makes no sense. Okay. Sorry, capsule. And there is a bunker too where it's the husks, and they just come at you. And when you're playing on insanity, ooh, it's brutal. Matriarch's writing's good, very good. And it's real hard to tell on the minimap where something is. Like, it could be up on a really weird hill. Okay, it's right there. So, but it was so close, I didn't want to miss it. Oh my goodness. I love the Mako. I don't blame the Mako for this crap. But it is the worst. Thorium. And it'll give you this little, like, sign in case you didn't notice, to show that you've been here. So that's good. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, have I been here before? I really wish, like, on the map here, it'll tell you, hey, look, you've been here, because it's got the little new thing here. But this exclamation point is always an exclamation point, so it never really fills it in. And there's a lot of things in Mass Effect 3 that does things right. Like, it gives you a percentage of how much you finished in that cluster. And this one doesn't. So you can come to this planet and, like, have I been here before? Wouldn't know. You just have to go to the planet and realize, oh yeah, I have been here before. That's why I don't tend to now, if I, oops, did I completely, yeah, I didn't flag it. That's why now I don't tend to do 100% completion, because you really don't need to in Mass Effect 1. It's neat, but there's nothing really. I forget how to zoom in. Hold on. Oh, we have levels and I didn't even realize it. Okay, oh, because of Rex. That's right. Let's give him some combat armor. And then what does he have? Advanced shield boost. Yeah. And then fitness. What is this one? Immunity. And then we're going to do probably fitness. I'm going to need, if we're going to get Liara soon, I need to give him some proficiency in his weaponry. For us, we're good. And Tally, she's good. I came here because I wanted to look at my, it's been forever since what is the, key bindings? There it is. On the Mako, oh, control, left control. I don't almost any game out, whatever's left control, I always take it off and make it something else. So, yeah. Because I hate using left control. So easy to cheese this. There we go. Yeah, I don't... Oh, there was one more over on the right side. So we'll be able to choose this. Like, why they think they can, you know, defeat me while I'm in the Mako, it makes no sense to me, but... Okay. The nice thing is you can get all their loot without having to go loot them. One of the best things they did. Alright, I'm gonna quick save here. Oh. I hit Q. Q is to leave the vehicle for some reason. Alright. Lots of red squares in there. Alright. Let's make sure we have the right mods. Make sure I have armor piercing rounds. Let's do this because that's what we're going to face in here is organics. Anti-personnel rounds. Yeah. And then nothing there. Yeah, we'll give him the extra shields. Tally. She really needs to be a shotgun expert, but I hate giving her the shotgun stuff at the moment. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and give it to her. Actually, this is better, isn't it? What she had. Weird. Scimitar 2. Build bypass. And that's it. Okay. And I think we're good to go. I really kind of want to put on my sniper. Not this one. Let's see here. Cooldown reduction. Yeah. Let's put that on our pistol. Forgot. Hold on. And then we'll go back. Go to my pistol. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's so weird. Stinger is always just the best one at this point. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna quick save. We're not doing a no death run. We've already died once. We're gonna, I think this is Rex. Where are they?
Huddle up!
That might force them. Gotta be real careful here at the beginning.
Go, go, go!
Finally.
Round.
That Krogan took forever to kill him. That's why I said you gotta be careful here at the early. Pretty soon we can just kind of go in, guns blazing most of the time. But not quite yet. Okay, go back in there. so this one, oh, I didn't realize I had that just yet. Let's put that on tally.
Huddle up!
Missed. Finally.
You must die.
Okay. How we doing, guys? Doing okay? Yeah, they hide behind that other wall here, so takes a little while sometimes. And see, they're throwing biotics at me that I can't. Yeah, when they do crazy stuff like that, that's how you end up dead. Because he like came all the way over here and said, "Oh yeah, let me just shoot at you while you're right there." And I can't kill him. I don't have enough firepower just yet. So it's pretty easy to die in these areas early on. Okay, they're at full health, so I'm gonna send them. See, they're throwing biotics at me, and I can't even see them. Are they up high, or where are they at? Oh, they're over there. Where's that coming from? Oh, he's a sniper. He's over there. Let's handle him first. So he can one-shot us. Okay, there we go.
Rally round.
All right, one left. Oh, there she is. She's a biotic. Got him. There we go. Nice. Yep.
Area secured.
Lots of XP, lots of good items. But, yeah. And for some reason, this thing's up here. Medical kit. The Metagel's way up there. I'm going to go over here. But yeah, if you can survive these, I mean, it's very nice here at the beginning to get all this XP. Good. That's already some good armor for Rex. Turian. Ooh, Avenger 3. Let's see, that'll be good for Banshee. I wonder if that's better than the Lancer. Hold on. Okay. Here's the Avenger 3. Banshee, not so much, but the Avenger is better. So let's do that. Very good. Well, obviously it's already the Avenger. I forgot. I was thinking it's the Lancer for some reason. Let's go here. Okay. Heavy armor. I mean, less shields, but he's okay. Let's do that. Put him in. Oh, he looks horrible. I'm sorry, Rex. All right. Okay. Do we find anything? No. And then as far as snipers go, we're good there. And you do this constantly until you get to the point where like you have level 3s or 4s across the board. So anything that's 2 and below, you just sell, you know? So finding items that aren't upgrades aren't a bad thing. It's just something you can sell. So you can buy something that you want later on. like one of the end level.
Huddle up!
You know, I have on occasion gone up here and realized, hey, I thought everybody was dead and they weren't. And there was like a sniper or somebody up here. Man, makes for a bad day. Oh, heat sink. Very good. Decryption too low? I didn't think that would be possible. Hold on. How is my... See, my decryption's almost all the way up. So let's do 1 and see what that does. Yeah, there it is. All I needed was that 1. Crazy. Okay. And what would be nice is that when... I believe... I don't think that... I don't know this because I never really tested it. But if you make your decryption all the way to the end, hard, in my opinion, should be medium, you know, or easy, because you put all the points there. That's just not how they do it. Okay, so we're going to put 1 here, and then 1 here, Advanced Unity. The Unity really helps because if a squad member goes down, original Unity, you know, well, you didn't have Unity before that, obviously, but this gives you 30% health and 50% shields when they get up. So you're not putting them in a bad situation after you revive them. This is 40 and 75, so their shields are pretty good right off the bat. Well, Rex, let me see here. Yeah, we need to unlock shotguns for him. And then we're going to do probably that, so that way we can get to immunity next. And then Tally, we're going to do electronics. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're going to do a quick save. See what we got in here. And the bad thing is that, like, even if you get this open, it's like they don't really give you like level 4 or 5 gear. It's just like, oh, you got it open. Great. Yeah. Thanks. That's why, like, sometimes it's just better to use the Omni Gel when you got a ton of it. Oh man, missed my opportunity. Do it again. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't get that one. And see, it's a Reaper too for the sniper. It's, like I said, it's not really any better than what we've had. We already have a Reaper 2. We have some of these though, that's good. Hold on, let me go to my pistol. Let's put this here, the heat sink. Now I can shoot more often, you know. And then Rex, I believe he got a... yeah, I guess it doesn't hurt to put that on. And for Tally, also a shotgun. Let's put this on, this for her. Why not? And I think we're good. Rex. Yeah. 40% shields is fine. For us, we're gonna always have the health regeneration. I just prefer that over everything else. And as you notice, I'm still using our base level armor. I haven't really changed that at all. So that's why I also have to be very careful. But soon, we won't have to. It's just right here at the very beginning. We have to be very careful. Because otherwise, we're just... It's an exercise in frustration. Okay. And then... All right. We've already checked out all these planets. Yeah, we've already done this. I typically, if there's a planet to land on, I always do it last. Here's the Athens. This is, I think, the one for the, what's his name? The Admiral Huaku. We'll go ahead and go there next. And then we'll do Liara. Yeah, always check these asteroid belts. Huh, this one doesn't have one. There's a couple that are like that, but they almost always have something. Circe. Pharaohs. What I missed? There should have been somebody I could have landed on. Hold on. Is it this one? Oh, this is Athens. I think it was saying Artemis. Okay, well, that's fine. Just as well. Knossos and then Sparta. Sparta was the one. That's right. This is the one with the Huaku's men missing. And then I believe the last one is Liara. Prothean data disk. So I know you need all the matriarch's writings. I don't remember if you need all the Prothean.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Yeah, see? That's the one with the Huaku's men. I hate doing that one because you tend to do it early, but it's the what's the name of the worm? It's the worm. It's just that on Insanity, it just takes a long time to do. That's the only reason why I don't like it. And have I died a lot on it? Yeah. But, you know, we're good. At least you don't go straight to the planet and then have to face it right away. I mean, you kind of run into it. You always know them when you see them. It's this big plateau. Even on a real rocky location like this one, there's always like, okay, so let's do this and bring Tally. Yeah, because she'll be able to repair our the Mako. As long as we have Omnigel. If we don't have Omnigel, then can't repair. So right here is where the distress signal is. We're going to go over here first. I have been playing on my own time a couple of different games. Newer games. Wukong has... Oh man, this is just a great game. Y'all, I don't review games. That's not something I do. I don't like reviewing games. You like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. Far be it from me to say that this game or that game is horrible or good or worth your money. It's kind of out of line. However, I can tell you like experiences with the game and whether or not I like them, but I will never do a review. And Wukong is my game of the year. It's not even close. It is so much fun. It's addictive and it's hard. It's not easy to do. And I don't like hard games. I'm usually an advocate for a setting, you know? Give me a story setting, give me an easier casual option as I play this game on Insanity. But the difference is that you can learn to play on those modes. And then if you like the game, and if it's interesting enough that you can come back to it, you're able to. Nice. Okay. Because like I said, you've learned the game. Well, there's no setting on this game. So that's the one thing about it that, again, I can't give you a review on it. Because if that's like a big no on your side, well then there you go. Anything I say will not help the cause. You know? It's like, well, maybe you think it's affordable, maybe you think it's inaffordable, whatever. That all those things are considerations too, but if there's one little thing just like that gets in the way, nothing I say is gonna be compelling enough or and the point of reviews, it's kind of weird. They shouldn't really be trying to convince you. They really should only be there to inform you. But they often kind of come from the point of view of clickbait. They want you to click the channel so that you get the view to help their channel. Trust me, they're thinking about themselves, and that's okay. But they give the presentation as if it's for you, and that's the part no. It's for them. It's for them. And if they say this is the worst game of the year, which I've seen for another game I've been playing, which is the Star Wars Outlaws, they'll say it's the worst game of the year of 2024 by far. Don't get it. It's horrible. But then they'll continue to give it a 5 out of 10 rating. And I find that really odd. To give something a 5 out of 10, literally mid. That's literally mid. For some reason, a lot of, I don't know, reviewers or game minded people will think like a 7 is a mid. A 7 is not mid. 7 is above mid. If you're talking about a 10 scale, 5 is literally mid. And so they'll give it a 5 and then say it's the worst game of the year. I'm like, how many games have you reviewed then? Because I've played games already this year that were far less than 5. I could refer 10 games to you right now that are under 5. But that's my point, is that it's kind of more of like a clickbait and say, hey, look, here's a popular game. You give a catchy title, they hear about it, and it's a lot of hate bandwagoning, and I can't stand that. Give your own take, give an opinion. If you think it's a 2, give it a 2. If you think it's the worst game of the year, it should be like a 2 or maybe a 3, not a 5. And that's how, like I said, you can tell, just follow the breadcrumb trail of what they say and what they actually do. So they're trying to be objective, so they give it a 5. Well, if you're objective, it's not the worst game of the year. It's that simple. But I've been playing it, and for me, it's kind of weird. Like, the things that I think it does really well and the things I like about it are really good. Like, really good. The world building, some of the mechanics, the ideas that they put in it. There are some repeating things that they've done in the past, Ubisoft, and they're there. When you see them, you'll know them. But there's some unique things that they do in that game that are just really, really exceptional. The problem is that it's not optimized, and there's a lot of those same mechanics that I like that don't always work the way that they should. So if they can iron that out, I would say that I would like the game a lot better. But right now, it's real hard for me to play because of some of the memory leaks and the optimization. Now, there was a patch that came out, I think a day or two ago, but to me, it's it's made it better, but not by much. And I think the more patches that come out, as long as it gets support, kind of like Cyberpunk did, I'm pretty sure it'll run just fine. But for right now, I'm going to wait on playing it. I'm going to continue to play my Wukong. And then I always have Outlaws to come back to, which is nice. Which is real nice. But I don't foresee the pressure mall. That's what it is. Yeah, on Insanity, the pressure mall does these crazy things where it kind of guesses where you're at. Like, you used to be able to kind of like bait it. But now it'll like show up almost in anticipation of you, which I can't stand. See, he's like coming this way. If you wait out long enough, he usually just shows up. But see, we're overheated. And this sucks because sometimes you have to like put the booster on because he cheats. Like, I've got him down to like 1% before. See, right here? He's trying to like cut me off. I missed. It's hard to do this when you're on the run. Oh, 1%. Again. Yeah, I hate this. I like, it's just, on Insanity, it's just messed up. I used to come right after these tentacles, but like I said, he kind of cuts you off now. Which I don't remember him doing that before. Come on. See how he's trying to cut me off? Ooh. I may even leave the area because he's trying to, this game's trying to cheat. Yeah, it was right on me. If it like rises up while I'm doing that, it will one-shot me. Hate that. Like, you get him all the way down to like where we had him, 1%. But it is good XP. It is good XP. I just...
Cover me.
Especially early on, these are horrible. But yeah, we got him. I mean, I knew we would.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
It'd be nice if we could turn off the beacon. But no. Other parts of this game you can. But this one, nah. Alright, we're good. Now, let's see. As far as our squad goes, we're like 1,000 away from level 8. I'm hoping we'll get there when we're getting Liara. Let's look at our equipment. I'm gonna put that on. This one, I'm gonna change it to Oh, we already have the heat sink 3. That's great. I'm going to wait till I have Ash because it may help her with the assault rifle. So. But in the meantime, let's give that to Rex. We'll probably get another one before then. What do we got? Same thing. I don't think we have to worry about that if we go get Tally next. Hold on. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Is that everything? Yeah. That's everything we can see on this map. So let's go back to the Normandy. Let's go try to get Liara. Odalus. So we've done everything except here. So this should be our spot. And I think it's here. Armini. No, it's Therum. Okay. Like I said, I always save the planet we land on for last. And that's how I know I've done the system. So no matter how long it took us to do that planet, when we get out, I don't have to worry about it. Okay. And I think in Mass Effect 2, it's undiscovered until you hover over it, and if you see the name of the planet, then that means you've looked at it. I really wish that was in this game, because you see, I probably did the whole system twice. Wait a minute, wait. Was there one on the inside? Far inside? I've already done this one, right? See, this is exactly why you need something like that, because even my short memory could not remember whether we've been there or not. But also, it's a good idea to work inside out. You notice I was like all over the place, but if you work inside out, you'll never have to worry about it. But you just got to be consistent doing it. Okay, so let's take Tally. I think Rex is our best option, although in this situation, Garrus actually makes sense. But believe it or not, if we were had our engineer more balanced, a combination of Caden and Ash is perfect, because you have the half biotic, half tech, and you have Ash all melee, and then us all tech. Yeah, it's pretty good. But we're gonna be over teched here. You'll see. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, taking Garrus really makes sense here. It's just that our build right now doesn't really allow it. So, yeah. You want Tally because of all the Geth that are here. So having the extra tech does not hurt. And Rex is more like our tankish meat shield.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Fortunately, they did not plant a bunch of useless... Because there are places that have like these crates that are just on the side here, and you have to get out and go do all that. But fortunately on this planet, there's not a whole lot of that, if any at all. like, it's kind of weird. Like, they'll have like these like inlets here like this, like for no reason. Get some water. Nice thing about that is that when you destroy those little colossus and stuff, they give you XP and they give you some equipment sometimes, and you don't have to get out and go get it, you know? Those are very good missiles. They kind of sense where you're going to be at, so it's a good idea to take these out. Ooh. There's another one in there.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
There it is. Yeah, it's stuck hitting that. There we go. There's one over here on the inside, and I'm pretty good at driving the Mako, but right here sometimes I get stuck because it's just too sensitive. I'm gonna go slow. Nice, we got our level. I was about to say, yeah, we should have our level just fighting the Geth here, but it's always hard to tell. Okay. Let's... Oop. Cannot drive on focus like that. I missed. Jeez. Okay. Now, even though there's more Geth, I think they're all inside the bunker. So you kind of have to just... Oh no, there's one. Never mind. There's one right here. Okay. But sometimes you can get them ahead of time. You can get like... Sometimes you can. Because it's kind of a risk. Now, granted, we're gonna be facing more Geth soon, but if you can mitigate any of your risks, the better. Oops. Now the counselor, let me see. We got all this stuff. All right. Strike or stinger. Yeah. Nothing much better. But here's a hammer. The only thing about the hammer is that the heat sink sucks. So we don't want that. Actually, let me put it on this one. There we go. Nice. I forgot I had that for my sniper. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I had all the dogs barking. Got I muted myself, but yeah, they sometimes your squad will get stuck behind barriers and stuff, and you have to go all the way back to your ship just to, well, the Mako, not the ship. Hydra. Nice. Okay. We don't really need to open that gate, but we've done it. All right. All right, we're looking good. So we just have that one last bunker. Oh, get off. I swear. Okay. I think I did a long monologue while I was muted. And that's okay. I was simply talking about how Cyberpunk driving, the mechanics on it are so bad. Well, they were bad, I should say. And that's how the Mako is. And when I first played Cyberpunk, I was always in a motorcycle. I always just picked up a motor. I never really, because I didn't really like the vehicles. I mean, just that was just me. I never like, oh, this is the worst mechanic ever. And it really was. But I never really cared because I always got on a motorcycle and I had no real problems. And so I just kind of stuck to that. And then I kept reading about how bad the driving was, the driving mechanic in Cyberpunk. So I decided to give it a shot one day. And I was like, yeah, this was so beyond bad. Now they're pretty good. I mean, I can't think of a better driving mechanic than the one in Cyberpunk, because different vehicles have different attributes. Wasted when they're not sharing the same bunker area or whatever, they tend to work a lot better. Gotta take this a little slow. There we go. Yeah, there's one right over here that's not cooperating. Yeah, he's right there. He's right here. Let's took me out of cover. Come on. Yeah, right off the bat. It's 2 shots on me and my shields are gone. Yeah. You gotta like send them out there so that way it flushes them out. There. Because the AI on the enemies always want to, you know, keep themselves shielded. Probably need to upgrade our guys here in a minute. But let's look at our equipment. Oh, first aid interface. Let me take that. Yeah. And then Rex, you're gonna get right now he has shield battery. Might give him that. Physics threshold. I think I'll give him the hardening. I mean, no, probably. Yeah, probably. It's so hard to say. Maybe that. Maybe. And then with Tally, we're going to give her the 2nd level first aid interface. Yeah. Okay. And I don't think we got anything better as far as shotguns go, so yeah. Man, I still haven't found a better stinger, but that's okay. So let's look at our squad. If we go to Spectre training, we can go all the way to Master Unity, which we may need here. Ooh, what to do? What to do? Let's put 1 point here in first aid, then the others here, because I might need it for just outside of the area to get tally. Okay, so we're here and we want advanced immunity, and then yeah. Oops. No, I needed to do shotguns. Undo. Put 1 here for advanced immunity. There we go. And then we'll put the rest in combination combat, armor, and fitness. But now that we're here, I had to put a little bit in shotgun. Tally, on the other hand, we can give her master boost. And then electronics. Now she's maxed. Now we can focus on like her pistols. You see? We don't have to worry about decryption, because that's what we do. So yeah. All right. Let's go. Yeah, if we're on, see, I took 1 shot. We are on casual or, come on guys. No, we're not good. I need you to go up there. See, why can't I get back in cover? Take out that guy. Got him. Okay. Rex is way too far away to make any difference. Oh, come on. They're right in that position where not really helping. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch to my sniper. Yeah, so we'll put Rex there, and that should allow them to take cover a little bit better. There, he's got his shields back. But if I run in, then that could be a problem. There we go. There they come. Oops. It's a prime. Oh, they took out the... Oh, that wasn't a prime. Maybe it was. I don't think so, though. Finally.
Warm up.
Oh. He died. So why...
Now it gets fun.
Oh my goodness. He's like infinite health here. Finally. Yeah, I saw him die.
Think we got him, Commander.
How he like came back to life, I don't know. But all right, we're gonna save. But this is why I like using. We're gonna do a hard save. This is why I like using a sniper rifle early on. I'm glad they don't restrict me. I prefer to use my pistols right now because I'm more adept at it. But I mean, Your powers are like all over the place sometimes. But I can. I'm much more accurate, and it actually is more of a true. Oops.
On me!
It's just one guy.
Shields disabled. Charging up.
Yeah, it is. Won't let me shoot. Okay.
Rally round!
What? How is he hitting me behind a rock? Finally.
Warm up.
What I might do is I might restart because it's acting really weird, the AI. Well, we got a level, so let's use our most recent save here. I'm gonna restart because me being behind that rock and him being able to shoot me, I didn't like that. So we're gonna give ourselves a level and then we're gonna just restart the game, which won't take me more than 5 seconds. Let's do, yeah, because we need to unlock our basic armor. Oh, here's Master Unity. Forgot about that. Do Marksman. I'm not worried about first aid just yet. Probably should. Yeah, I haven't really experimented in hacking this early. Maybe we should try that. Yeah. Let's give that a shot. Okay. So now we can do... It's a shame you have to unlock shotguns. Or really any of this. We'll put 1 point here. Rex. Let's, Carnage. Finally, yeah. That's what I was really wanting. Both for Tally and for Rex, if you can give them Carnage, oh man. It's a big difference. And then we're going to do Fitness. Yeah. The hardening, like I said, if you're dealing with, especially like with biotics, that works great. But it's supposed to work against tech as well, but I mean, only the ones that are doing things like Carnage, you know? So, oh, he's got one more. So I'm going to give it to him in health. I think we're good. Yeah. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do my save, and I'm going to just restart it real quick. Exit game. Because if the AI is a little buggy right now, I don't want that. For this next portion, which is the part that I dread in the entire game, it's right here. But I mean, we should be able to one-shot it. It really depends on how the Geth act, because you might get one or two that, for whatever reason, they just start scooting up to you and decide to take cover right next to you. And so I'm like fighting them and trying to hit them, and if I have my sniper at the time, it's of no use. So we're gonna go to, yeah, we're gonna start off with our sniper because there's a Geth or two that we need this for. And that's the problem, is that like I'll be right here, not here necessarily, but I'll be behind a cover and have my sniper, and even though my pistol does more damage when I'm trying to, like, you know, do melee, I don't have it on me, you know. and you're trying to like shoot somebody like this who's right in front of you. It's got a slow recharge, and you want your pistol in that situation, but that's not what you get. Yeah, everybody hates these things. I don't mind them so much. They're not squishy enough for, I think, what they wanted them to be. Like, they should be much more agile, they should be annoying, but they also should be fairly squishy. Okay, so we want to go back, get back, get back. I always hated that they start you off like right here. Oh, come on. If I can make it across, we're good.
On me.
Yeah, because then we can.
Rally round.
Rex, stay over here. Stay with me. These just take a while to whittle down. Rex. Guy. See, like this guy right here? See, Rex is dead. Only because...
Shields down.
Oh, yeah, you see, this is exactly what I was saying. What's Tally doing? Okay, so let's do... Where's my Unity? Right here. Okay. Gotta wait. Gotta get our health back. Rex! Stop it, my guy. Okay, great. Tally's dead too. Finally. Ah! I missed. Oh, would you? As soon as I take the shot. I can't. It won't let me shoot.
Shields down.
Okay. Alright, let's do it again. Yeah, like I said, these stalkers are just not squishy enough. And, what is going on with Rex? Why is he being hit by... See, when you share... Okay, we're gonna send Rex over here. This is ridiculous. He's gonna die probably again. Oh my goodness. Finally, I think I got one. Okay, Rex should be... Oh. Okay.
Jammers online.
Okay, and once we get these guys down, then See, there's no reason why Rex should be being hit by that mech, by the big guy. But there's a sniper. Okay, Tally. I need you to be right here. Okay? Stop. Stop, Tally. Be right there. Okay? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay. So we can whittle down this guy. Just hit him with, as they said in Mass Effect 2, with bug bites. Yeah, if you try to do too much too soon with him... Is there somebody shooting at me from... Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Okay. One more down. Slow and steady. Yeah, it'll seem like you're doing nothing to this thing. But Rex is in better position now. Now he can actually hit this thing. Man. That's why I said, like, the Mako can handle this thing like one or two shots. Send Rex over here. Maybe he can take a shot. Because he's like just pelting Tally. Okay, Rex, it would be nice if you did something, okay? I didn't bring you all the way out here just to... Thank you. Finally. Okay, there's still another guy over here in the back. So they died a couple times, but we got our Omni Gel back, and we let's see. Yeah, break my He's behind that thing. There. All right. Like I said, this is my nightmare in this part of the game. I don't think there's any crates or anything back here. I'm gonna double check. Oops. Again, hitting the wrong buttons. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world to get back here. I haven't really thought about this in a while. But yeah, it starts you off. This is the problem, especially in Sandy. You're like right here. Right, they're all like jumping around, they're rushing you. You've got the armature thing shooting at you, and I'm like, even if I can run right here, my guys are like still standing right there, and I have to give them orders right away. Yeah, it is. It's a lot. But that's my biggest headache of this whole area. Now, that's not to say I won't die here, but this portion of the game, I worry about this area more, that fight more than anything else. Okay, let's take a look at our equipment. What did we get? We got, oh, motorized joints. That might actually be better for Rex at the moment. I'm glad I actually had the shield recovery because that really did help him in that fight. Smash damage. Ooh. You know what? This might help right here because of the shock absorbers, because of the drones that we're going to run into. So that's not any better. That's not any better. Yeah, we're not running across anything better, are we? Man. Well, let's give Rex this one. No, I want to make sure that he stays with his shotgun, but let's give him some better equipment just in case we need to go to the assault rifle. Never know. Plus, giving everybody like the level 2 and 3, when we go back to the ship and we sell everything that's 1 or 2, we won't have to second guess ourselves. Kind of like this one. Okay, what did we get here? Stinger. Man, I just cannot get better than this Stinger. I'm not complaining. All right, let's go. Kind of just show up on me and hit me with carnage, which sucks. Right there.
All shields.
Form up.
Is he down? Oh, there he is. Come on. Come on. There. Yeah, we want Rex to attack. There. We don't want him to stay in the shadows. What we don't want is that he's taking hits on the open and not, you know, advancing forward. Which can happen in these corridors. So.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's save right here because there's a tricky little hotspot here with all the drones. If you just go the wrong way and you don't know, you'll get ambushed by them.
build things homey.
All right. Metagel. But yeah, you just kind of coming up on here, going the way you're supposed to, and then they just pop up here. Yeah, it's just an ambush site. I get the look that they were going for, like Prothean, you know, he says sterile white, but it really doesn't give that impression. But I kind of see what they were trying to do. It's just all this construction stuff made it impossible to really portray what they were going for.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara to Sony, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Over there!
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him. Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Fire in the hole! Rally round! Ah! good as new.
Watch out!
Lost shields!
Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter. I'm a little busy here. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Spare the Asari if you can. None doesn't matter.
Someone give me a hand! Someone give me a hand!
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Lesser mind may have been destroyed in the
I'm sorry,
process.
my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know how long I've had myself on mute, but maybe more recently, but anyway, the fight with the Krogan Battlemaster, I don't know how much I was muted for that, but basically he was a problem, but I don't know if it took us 3 times or 4 times to finish that, but regardless, we got it done. But I don't recommend doing that on Insanity on level 1 armor. Yeah, man.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Yeah, I don't like hitting the reporter on the Citadel, but I do like cutting off communications with the Council. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll probably call it right here. We got Liara. We need to go talk to her. We'll just save that for the next stream. I don't know when that'll be. I've mentioned to Com and Banana that I might try to do this every Saturday till we finish Mass Effect 1. I don't plan on going to every single planet, but I do need to get those matriarch writings if we continue to Mass Effect 2 and 3. Conrad Werner, that's the that's the guy I was trying to remember. But he's got a overarching quest, and you have to have the matriarch writings. I think at the Elkos Combine license. And I can't remember if that's it, or we also need a certain amount of like the gas elements or metal or something. I can't remember, but it may just be those two things. But anyway, I will check you guys later, and like I said, these will be up on the VOD, available for anybody to watch. Like I said, we're just having fun doing a Insanity stream, so you can kind of see what it looks like. I'm not skipping past any of the cinematics when I can help it. So, you know, it's kind of like a lore telling Insanity run. No real stress to it, really. But that was my main. We just overcame the fight outside of Liara's underground bunker. That one stresses me out a lot. And the fight with the Krogan Battlemaster stresses me out a lot because he keeps getting up and he one-shots you. I mean, obviously, if I leveled up a lot more and I put on better armor, much easier fight. But nah, we're going in there bare bones minimum of where we needed to be. And you kind of see what I was saying before, that I was hoping for at least one more level before we got to that planet, before going in there. And you can see why I said that. But yeah, he's pretty tough. But the rest of it, it's not going to be easy. But I think that's the hardest part, considering like your level, the amount of weaponry you get, the amount of mods, the kind of mods that you have. There are a couple other little tricky areas, like with the fight with the biotics and stuff, because they spam those things. There's like 8 of them, and they come at you and they just spam you all at once with warp and singularity and all kinds of crap, and it's the worst because they just spam you with it, and it's like you have no ability to really protect yourself. You're just, you know, right in the middle of it. That one's pretty tough. But by them, if we time it right, we might have enough gear to protect ourselves from that. But anyway, and that might be a situation where I may have to change armor, because there are some that, in addition to the first aid interface that regenerates your health, the higher level armors give you multiple slots, and one of them is protection against biotic, which, I'll be honest with you, some armor does that anyway, but if you can like double up on that, even better in that situation. But not really necessary, I think, in the rest of Mass Effect. But there's just one or two places where the biotics just spam you, and it's a closed encounter, so very hard to deal with that. Anyway, I will check you guys later, and I will be right back. And I think it's timed too. That same quest I'm thinking about, I think it's timed, though, because if it was not timed, it really wouldn't matter. But I think it is timed. But anyway, I will check you guys later, and y'all take care. Thank you very much. And we did have our new video that came out today, every Monday and Friday. Check them out. It's a podcast, and it's also on audio formats. So Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple. I believe that's it. I always forget all the ones that are on. But yeah, just give those a listen on any of those formats. It's also on YouTube. That's right. YouTube podcast audio only. But we have the video version on YouTube as well. But I will check you guys later. I'll take care. Bye-bye. Let me put it on my end real quick. Should have had that ready.